Hi guys, it's Morgan from the Treasure Trove and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I got this messy, warm, smoky kind of eye. I just sat down and played with my new Coastal Scents eyeshadows and I kind of got carried away, but I really like how soft and blown out and messy this look is, so just keep watching. Apparently we're gonna watch me struggle to put on my headband here. When I sat down to film this look, New Year's was over obviously, but I figured, hey, just because it's over doesn't mean we can't do a little sparkle, and I didn't actually wear any sparkles on my eyes on New Year's Eve, so I wanted to play around with some glitter. So the first thing I'm doing is priming my eyes with my favorite Jordana eye primer here. Next, I'm taking my custom Coastal Scents eyeshadow palette and I'm taking the color Petal Peach and I'm using the Coastal Scents Pro Blending Flush Brush. And I'm just going to swipe this through the crease as my transition color. It really gives a soft, warm glow to this whole look. I really liked the effect that it gives. Next, I'm taking the shade Redwood and I'm also swiping this in the crease just to add a little more warmth and depth to this area. These are the Coastal Scents Hot Pots, by the way, and you buy them individually, and I got all these for 98 cents and I was blown away by the quality. This was my first time using them and I can say that I love them already. Next, I'm taking the color Raisin Berry and I'm going to be taking this on a Coastal Scents fluffy crease brush, and I'm just putting this in the crease a little bit above my actual crease, just because when I close or when I open my eyes, if I have the color right in the crease, it kind of sinks in there because my eyes are almost hooded. So I like to put this color a little bit above the crease, that way you can see it when my eyes are open. And then I'm just going to be blending that all together and then slowly blending and adding more color for what we blended away and then blending again just to make it all look seamless. Here I'm just going back with Petal Peach really quick and going around the edges at the top just to make it look a little more blended out. And now I'm taking the color Wild Raisin, and I love this color. And I'm taking this on a pointed blender brush from Coastal Scents and I'm going to be putting that over where I put Raisin Berry just to add a little more depth to the crease area and kind of trying to make a soft cut crease, not really too defined here. I want it to look messy and grungy, but I still want it to be pretty defined. So I'll be doing the same thing that I did with the other color, where I'm just adding it in slowly and blending it and then adding more color in. It's a very slow and arduous process, but it's the way to make it look the best and then most blended and soft. Now for the fun / difficult part. I'm taking this e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous eyeshadow in the shade Toast. And on this, I tried to use it with one of these old, like, traditional style eyeshadow applicators just so I could get the product where I wanted it. But it doesn't come out as pigmented as it would when you use your finger. So on the other eye I use my finger and you can tell that it looks very foiled, and on this eye it doesn't look as foiled because I use this eyeshadow applicator, but I got better control with it. So if I had to do it again next time, I would definitely use the old eyeshadow applicator for both eyes and just deal with the less pigmentation. And as you'll be able to tell in a little bit here, I went over and I dotted with my finger just to give a little extra punch. So I'm just taking this all over the bare space that I left on my lid and kind of cutting the crease just a little bit with it, not too much, and then I'm going to go back over and define the line with the shade Wild Raisin just to get it to look perfect and seamless. Now I take a break from the eyes for a second to do my face before I do the bottom part of my eye, and I use my e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation for the first time on this day, and I realized that it is so dark. You'll see how yellow and dark it is for my skin here, and at this point I try to mix in a lighter foundation just so it doesn't look too ridiculous. Luckily I wasn't doing anything important that day, just running some errands, so it didn't matter if I looked super dark. But now I know I'll have to mix in some of my other foundations that are lighter, or get a white foundation if I want to wear this before the summertime, unfortunately, because I am that pale. Also, due to the fact that I had to mix more foundation in, I ended up putting way more foundation on my face than I'm used to, and I just was not used to looking at myself with so much foundation on. But it ended up, I really like the finish of this foundation. It's too bad that it's too dark for me at the moment. Now I'm just concealing as usual, and I'm using an old Mary Kay full coverage foundation for this, and I'm just using an old e.l.f. concealer doe foot applicator because I find that it's the easiest way to apply it to my face, and I'm using a pointed kabuki just to blend all that in. To set my concealer, I use the e.l.f. Mineral Pressed Foundation. And I really like this. This is like one of the only powders that doesn't dry out my skin because I have very dry skin. And now I am taking my No Makeup face palette, and I'm just using the bronzer in that on this Essence of Beauty brush. In another video I actually said this was an Eco Tools brush, but then I was like, I don't think that's right, and I went back and looked, and it's actually an Essence of Beauty brush, just so you know. I used this pink shade from the e.l.f. Studio blush palette in dark for my blush, and it looks very harsh at first when I'm putting on here, but I swear it all works out great. I really love this blush palette, way more than the light one, and I'm so pale that I thought that the dark would be too dark, but I actually really love it. I've been using it every day. Now I'm just highlighting my face with my standard Physicians Formula Mineral Pebbles. Now back to the eyes. I'm just taking the color Wild Raisin again, and I'm just swiping that underneath my lash line, and then I'll be taking the shade Raisin Berry again on a flat top eyeliner brush just to get really close to the lash line here. That's what I'm doing right here. give this look a little something extra, so I took that e.l.f. Lustrous Long Lasting eyeshadow again and just pressed it with my finger right in the center of my lower lash line, and I thought it gave like just a really cool, unique touch to the look. I mean, not unique because people do this all the time, but unique for me. I liked the effect that it gave, like almost like I was crying glitter. I like that, you know, gotta cry a good glitter for once in a while. Now I'm just adding mascara, pretty standard, and here is the finished eye look. I really like it. Well, not finished actually. We have to go back and tightline because I forgot that step. I'm just using my NYX Slide On Glide On eyeliner to just finish up the look there, and then I'll be taking this e.l.f. moisturizing lipstick and Brow Seeker around, and I thought this was going to be a wearable everyday pink, but this was the first time I was using it, and as I was putting it on I realized, oh my gosh, this is very bright and very fuchsia, not what I was expecting at all. So just to give the lips a little something extra, I took this Wet n Wild lipstick in the shade Sunset Stripped. It was a limited edition gold lipstick from their Halloween collection, and I just swiped this all over top of the e.l.f. lipstick, and I really liked the effect that it gave. It kind of made it a little more orangey and a little metallic. I really digged it. Really dug it. Jeez, I can't even speak today. So, for real this time, here is the finished eye look. And here's the completed look with my face in it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. Thumbs up this video if you want to see me do some more like tutorial style videos. I really enjoyed making this, and thanks so much for watching. I already said that, but remember, stay cheap and lazy. Bye!